I would encourage all my people,
Yeah.
all of the Africans or the blacks, if I would say that, around the world,
Yeah.
to really make a trip to the motherland
That's wonderful.
at least once before
Yeah.
they leave this earth.
Yeah.
We're used to going back, to Jamaica.
Yeah.
But there is just something here that we feel like a peace that I believe every human being is looking for.
This is your first time?
My first time in Ghana.
Very first.
Very, very first time in the motherland.
Yeah.
Yes.
What prompted the trip?
What prompted the trip? I think a lot of us in the United States, really want to come to the motherland.
Right.
But one of the things that kind of, stop us from exploring and really want to come, we heard so much, different things about, getting sick and malaria and all kind of things.
That's what you see on the media?
Yes. People from America, they want to invest, especially they're hearing that they're welcome here in Ghana.
Yeah.
So we're coming, and we're not just coming to look. We're coming to say, hey, we want to be back home, the land of our ancestor. And so, some of us are planning a retirement in different places, and we realize that Ghana is amazing.
Wonderful people, you are tuned in to the Royal Kingdom Estates platform. This right here is the Motherland series. As we all know by now, this is the series where we talk to, very wonderful, lovely people, listen to their experiences, hear their insights about the motherland, the differences in cultures, and the real estate industry in a whole. Today, I'm going to be talking to a lovely woman that I actually just found out is my sister.
Yes.
We're going to go into details on that front very soon. But guys, please help me welcome Olivia to the Royal Kingdom Estates office.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I am doing fabulous.
You look so good.
Thank you. You too.
Hi, sister.
Hi, sister.
When are we going to Jamaica?
Whenever you're ready. I am ready.
I can't wait.
All right.
So for starters, we like to deep dive into the backgrounds of our guests and, hear a little bit about their story growing up, how their experiences were. So please do us the honors of telling us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, great. So I was born in Jamaica and I migrated to the United States at a young age of 16.
16?
Yes.
Okay.
By myself, by the way.
Just you?
Yes. So
hold on. What made you pack your bags and leave Jamaica to the US?
Right. So I was living in, you would call it maybe a village, like somewhere in Jamaica like that. Grew up very poor. My mom had 6 children.
Wow.
And so, I'm the 4th one.
Okay.
But from a tender age, I was always looking at things and, viewing things in a way of, I want to help my mother. I want to help my family. We would, have days there, not food. We didn't have food.
Wow.
We didn't have shoes to wear to school. We walked 2 hours to school.
That's tough.
Yes. So we would go like maybe 8 miles, but it ended up so long because sometimes it's raining and you have to stop and shelter from the rain. And life was just so hard.
It wasn't easy.
No. So, I'm always thinking about a better life, a better life. And then, some people came from America and they would look so nice.
Yeah,
and
the tourists that you would see in Jamaica.
Yes, and their family life started changing. I would see this neighbor and then things started changing for them. I'm like, okay, so I maybe need to go to America.
Yeah.
And so that's how I started thinking about America.
Right.
I went to the Cayman Island and I met a friend that wanted to go to America, but she needed her visa for America.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, I'm gonna go to the embassy to get my American visa. And I said, oh, I'm coming with you.
Just like that?
Just like that. And she was like, yeah, sure. And so I told my mother, and then I had a cousin who traveled back and forth to the United States, and she called me, she came to my house and said, don't go, don't go. They're not going to give it to you.
Your cousin said, don't go.
Yes, you're too young and you don't have an account, like a bank account.
Yeah.
You don't have anything to show. But I was always this kind of person.
Yeah.
If I say I'm going to do something,
You will do
it's
it.
useless. You really try to say.
Nobody can talk you out of it.
Yes, because it's already in me, you know. And so I did. I went and, you know, got to the embassy. She thought she was going to be speaking for me, my friend. And they told her I have to speak for myself.
Yeah.
So without no preparation, don't know what I'm going to be saying, don't know what I am doing.
16.
Yes, I stood there, and when they called my name, they asked me, why do I want to go to the United States?
Yeah.
And I told them some story. I don't know where I got it from. In an instant, meaning it's not something that I said, okay, what am I going to say
It
now?
wasn't premeditated.
It just flowed.
You just, it came
I said,
out.
I like to travel. I like to do journalism. You know, I would like to see different countries. I would like to write about what I see. I would like to share what I've seen. I think they were so impressed. They were like, wow, I'll never forget.
Olivia the Explorer.
Yes. Until today.
I'm just imagining you there.
I'm telling
telling them the story.
Yes, yes. And I'm serious. Like, I would not lie. I just never thought about what I'm saying. I just, you know that I'm on a spot and I have to speak and I'm going to speak.
I think it's just the determination in you.
I think
it just
so.
put things in perspective and everything worked out. So they gave you the visa.
They gave me the visa.
Did your friend get hers?
She got hers because she would automatically, because she's from the Cayman Islands. She was born there.
Yeah.
So they don't have any problem, you know, getting the visa. But for us in Jamaica, you have to have, you know, a kind of setting. You have to have your parents under the age of 18. So your parents would have to already have the visa and they will give it to you like that. Then if you're, you know, over 18, you have to have your own bank account. You know, you have to have stuff going for you.
Yourself, exactly.
I had nothing going for me.
Wow. How did your parents react to you getting your
visa? They could not believe it. They thought I was just telling them a story. They was like, let me, like you, I said, yes, here is my passport. And then when my mom took it and saw the visa in it, she just cried.
Oh.
Yes.
That's amazing. And they supported your move to the U.S.
Well, I went to the U.S. to visit. A very interesting story. And on my visit there, my passport, I was supposed to stay in the U.S. for 2 weeks. And when I was ready to leave, my passport disappeared. What do you mean disappeared? Could not find my passport nowhere.
This was in Jamaica?
No, in the US.
When you were coming back?
Yeah, I'm there for 2 weeks, and when I get ready to go back home to Jamaica,
your passport disappeared.
Is
that how come you ended up staying?
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
That is one story.
Yes.
Wait. Okay, so then how did life start for you in the US?
It was very hard because here I am now, don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, my elderlies, they encouraged me to stay because if I go back to Jamaica at 60, they're gonna think, you know, I sold my visa or something like that, because that was going on a lot in the
at that time.
early 90s. Yeah. So they encouraged me to stay, and I'm like, I don't have nowhere to stay. The place that I was staying, they could not keep me there, you know, and I just felt lost, and I just cried, and I think, you know, with the determination that I had, I was very good at doing braids, like what we're wearing now. Yes. So I would do braids, and where I was staying, this young girl, you know, was there, and I braided her hair. And her friends saw her hair.
Was it something you picked in Jamaica?
Yeah, I do that in Jamaica. But, you know, not for money, just to braid hair. But actually, it came into, like, you know, to be such a blessing to me in America. So I braided the young lady hair. And then the young lady came home. And she said, oh, my friend, they love my hair. And my friend was asking who braided my hair, and I told her it's you. And my friend wanted you to braid her hair too. So
By
the
word of
event
mouth,
started
yeah,
happening. I braid the friend hair.
Yeah.
The friend aunt owned a beauty salon in
Oh.
America and saw the braid and was like,
She
wow,
loved it.
yes. So she asked me if I would go and speak to her aunt. Her aunt wanted to speak to me.
Yeah.
And that's how I went and spoke to her aunt. And her aunt asked me if I wanted to, you know, braid hair in her salon.
So you got employed.
So I got employed right away.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was an adventure. And, you know, that's where
It
I
all
started
started.
to, yes.
How did you transition into the real estate industry? Because I know you're a realtor
Right.
out there.
Yeah.
How did you end up in that space too?
Like I always love, you know, the real estate. You know, my father was really big into real estate also
Really?
in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yes. I would watch him purchase the most ugly, horrible looking homes and turn them into something so beautiful.
Wow, yeah.
Yes, and I was always, you know, I love it. Like I could look at something like that, nobody has seen nothing good about it.
And then turn it into something.
Yes. And so when I purchased my first home, it was the same. It's ugly and not looking like appealing. And I'm like, I could do something with this.
I see.
And I did. And that's from there I realized, you know, I just love the real estate industry.
And you're thriving. Look at you. You're doing amazing. Today you found us right here at Royal Kingdom Estate. Yeah.
Amazing.
How was the trip to Ghana? This is your first time?
My first time in Ghana.
Very first.
Very first time in the Motherland.
Yeah.
Yes.
What prompted the trip?
What prompted the trip? I think a lot of us in the United States, you know, really want to come to the Motherland.
Right.
But one of the things that kind of, you know, stop us from exploring and really want to come, we heard so much, you know, different things about, you know, getting sick and malaria and all kind of things.
That's what you see on the media?
Yes. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, yellow fever, and you have to take all these shots and go through all this, you know. So
do I look healthy?
Yes, you do. Actually, when I came, you know, I got a shock. So my brother, you know, determined that he wanted to come. And he's my younger brother. So I said, okay, I will come with him. And then I have a friend that I met on social media 9 years ago.
Oh.
Yes, and we maintained a relationship. And since my brother wanted to come, I said, let me call my friend in Ghana and say, you know, see how we could
We're coming, so
put it together. And that's how we got here.
Wow.
8 of us came here.
8?
Yes.
Okay.
So my friend and her husband and her father and her brother followed us here.
Wow.
Yes.
That's like a whole trip.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So what was the first thing that popped into your mind when you landed in Ghana? Starting from the airports, what was the first experience like?
The first experience was like, I don't even know how to describe it. Because even when I traveled back home to Jamaica, I traveled to the Barbados, I traveled to Canada, I traveled to England. I guess what I told them at the embassy came to pass, because I really, you know, I'm privileged to travel to a lot of places. But my experience at the airport in Ghana was like something that I've never experienced. And I'm not exaggerating this. The experience was so warm. The welcome was so warm. The immigration officers, from the moment we got off the plane, you know, and they kept saying Aquaba to us. And I'm like, what is that? You know, you watched it, but then you're here going through it. And I'm like, we know it's welcome. So we were like, Aquaba. And someone told us, don't say Aquaba back.
Yeah.
We say something else. What do you say?
Medase.
Yes. And say thank you.
Yeah.
So they were so helpful. They started helping us to get our luggages. And, you know, they started helping us to just, if we need a ride, a taxi. And so they were so warm.
That was nice.
And calm. That was one of the things that stood out to me.
Everybody says Ghanaians are very hospitable.
Yes.
They're very receptive.
Yes, and very calm.
Yeah.
I'm like, when are they gonna get out? When are they gonna act funny.
Yeah.
But everybody was just hi
It didn't
and
happen.
welcoming and, just wanted to help.
Yeah.
And the service experience was like something I've never experienced.
I'm so glad
before.
that it went really, really well for you and everybody else that you came with.
Yes.
That is amazing. Now let's talk a little bit about the real estate industry. You've been here for a month, almost a month.
Right.
Yes. What are some similarities or differences that you've experienced in the real estate space in Ghana as compared to that in the US when it comes to developments, the realtors that you've met here, the services, even when it comes to meeting Royal Kingdom Estates?
So what I'm seeing in Ghana is the same thing going on in America.
Yeah?
There's a lot of development going on in Ghana.
Right.
I was literally shocked.
You're shocked.
Yes. Roads, big pretty roads. Yeah, I love, because I like to just be on the go and get where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing a lot of projects. I'm seeing a lot of communities being developed. I'm seeing a lot of estates, being developed. And I'm like, what is really going on in Ghana?
Right.
Before we came, I watched a few videos and, explore a little, but then being here, I started really get into the swing of what is going on. And I found out that in 2019, I believe that 2019 was the year of return. And so a lot of foreigners, started coming from all over and started to, purchase here in Ghana. And your company, Royal Kingdom, right, they're making a household name here in Ghana. I heard a lot of stuff about them. And so when one of my clients who came with us here, got interested in purchasing land, that's how we hooked up again with Royal Kingdom and said, let's see what's going on at Royal Kingdom. And just the feedbacks, the videos we watch, coming in person to the office and met with Gertrude.
Let's get you.
Yes. And happened to run into Danny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on? Am I a celebrity here? They were
are.
No, the way I was like, hey, I'm not used to all this right here. Gertrude was like, hey, can I give you water? And Danny stood there and had such a conversation with us. And everybody was just so nice. I am still waiting for the people to be like,
it's
not
not gonna happen. It's not.
I mean,
we're flooding you with love until you leave.
Yes. Well,
that is amazing. And I hope that in the future, we will be able to build an even stronger relationship.
I think
so. You could be like our connect, you have a lot of clients out there, just bring them to us. We'll get them the beautiful lands, properties, the seamless service, the peace of mind, and everything.
That's what I'm hearing. That you guys are like a one-stop shop. And that is important to us. From, America. I can speak for Americans. We like to know. We like to ask a lot of questions. You guys can tell them, but for me, being a realtor in America, and I came here and I saw it for myself that you guys are the real deal, and you guys are ready and open to answer all the questions and stuff like that. Because I believe a lot of people from America, they want to invest, especially they're hearing that they're welcome here in Ghana. So we're coming, and we're not just coming to look. We're coming to say, hey, we want to be back home, the land of our ancestor. And so, some of us are planning a retirement in different places, and we realize that Ghana is amazing. And, we want to come in here and feel like family.
That is wonderful.
Because we are family.
Exactly.
And that's what we're getting here.
Exactly. See how we're sisters?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
It makes me very, very happy to hear this, because as a company, one of the principles that we lean towards is basically to be able to connect people back to their roots. So seeing you here talk about, people tracing their steps back, coming to their ancestral grounds, finding a home here. It's truly amazing. And we hope for a future where we can build the Africa that we're all looking forward to, and we can all together, live here in harmony. Do you see yourself settling in Ghana at some point?
I'm excited. Yes.
Yes.
Do you want to chime in, Nigel? Yes. Well, my husband wanted nothing. He was just coming for the ride, because I told him to, so he had to come. But now that he's here, the peace.
Yeah.
I believe there is a peace, and I'm not just saying it, and he can attest to it, that we feel here. So, we're used to going back, to Jamaica.
Yeah.
But there is just something here that we feel like a peace that I believe every human being is looking for.
Would you say it's because of the similarities between Ghana and then Jamaica?
Nah, I think it have a lot to do with the people.
The people. That's wonderful.
The people.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you're ready,
yes,
you have a home in the central region. So
thank you.
You can just come home, meet the family,
yes,
and we'll all live together beautifully.
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready. I would encourage. Yes, I would encourage all my people.
Yeah.
All of the Africans or the blacks, if I would say that, around the world.
Yeah.
To really make a trip to the motherland.
That's wonderful.
At least once before
they
leave this earth.
Yeah, and we're always here
and
to receive you.
Yes, and I am voting for Ghana. And that's where we have the castle, the slave castle. So we know all of us came through Ghana, wherever we came from, Nigeria, wherever. And then if you want to invest in Ghana, I will highly recommend Royal Kingdom. And you can get in touch with me.
Yes.
Yes. And then, if you want questions from someone who came here, saw it for myself. And I also have clients that is purchasing right now as we speak here in Ghana. Yeah. So, I am open to share, with you. They are open, they're ready, they are nice, they answer the very simplest question. To the very, they're connected with lawyers and they're connected with everyone. So they are the real deal here in Ghana.
If anybody wants to reach you, maybe they have some questions, they want to find out one or two things, how do they get in contact with you?
They could follow me on my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. It's a pinch like a.
Okay.
Pinch of salt.
Okay.
Just
pinch of salt.
A pinch.
Just a little bit.
A salt.
Not too much.
Yes.
A little bit.
Right.
Just the right seasoning.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, that's amazing. So we'll put it right there. It will be on the screen so people can find you.
Yes, and my Facebook. I have my Facebook.
Yeah.
Olivia Bachelor and Facebook. And I have my Instagram, Olivia Bachelor, and my Twitter, Olivia Bachelor, and what else?
All of the social media. Well, it's right there on the screen.
My email, yes, Olivia Bachelor Realtor at gmail.com. I'm ready to help you purchase here in Ghana.
Wonderful. Well, guys, the contact outlet is right there on the screen. So if you want to contact Olivia, if you want to ask her some questions, if you need her insights on certain things, you can just reach out to her. She's always ready to receive and then help everybody out. Thank you so much for sitting through this conversation. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe to the channel as well, and stay tuned because we'll be back with more content.